All right. So it's been a little bit. Like me being in my car recording a video, it's generally been like over a week or so. It shouldn't feel this strange, but it kind of does. But in a good way though. Like generally, I took some days off, some like a several like maybe like a week and a half or something. I don't know exactly how long it's been since I've come out here to record a video, but I had so many videos recorded that I was just kind of like releasing them, like scheduling the release of the video. And then I realized, I'm like, holy shit, once my most recent video went up, I'm all caught up. Like, I'm all caught up with the videos that I've recorded. And now I have nothing else to upload, but I do. Like, I just need to come out here and record. It's just that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've already been up to date with all the videos that I've recorded. And now this is like the most up to date video I have. So this is probably going to go up maybe sometime tomorrow. Today is Monday, June 9th. I think today is the 9th. I could be wrong. It's something like that. And then tomorrow I'll upload this video. So this will be like the quickest record and upload that I've done since like the very first video that I recorded. So that's that. But I've had some time to sort of like think about different topics or different things to talk about, and this early on into like me recording videos and uploading them onto YouTube, I don't really have any expectation at all. And then also there's a lot I feel like I want to get off my chest, as for like what I want to talk about in this video and other videos coming later this week or whatever. But I think I need to sneeze. Hold up. This might be the first sneeze that I ever do on video. Thank you. Anyways, I saw this interview with Quentin Tarantino, and oh my god, my nose is kind of like, I don't think I need to sneeze a second time, but like, oof, that just kind of like, my nostrils or my nasal area is kind of like, I don't know. I saw this interview with Quentin Tarantino, and he was talking about how his movies, he makes his movies for himself, like he really does treat his movies as he is the audience that he's making the movies for. And that is literally the perfect way to describe how I feel about my videos. He makes movies and I'm just recording videos in my car. It kind of boils down to the same thing though, because in my sense, in both of our cases, in Quentin Tarantino's case and in my own case, what we are doing in terms of what we are recording, what we're passionate about, I put myself in the audience. I watch my own videos. I just listen to them, and sometimes I like what I hear. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I could have probably expanded on that a bit more, but the point is, like, I put myself in the shoes of the audience, and I watch my own videos and I enjoy them. Like, I enjoy listening to myself talk. I don't know if that sounds prideful or something, but generally I've always sort of known that I wanted to do something that I'd love to do, and now I'm doing that through these videos. And that kind of touches upon what I want to talk about in this video, which is something that I texted my friend the other day. And the reason I texted it to him was because I thought about it in the moment, and I kind of wanted to like share that with someone else. And he hearted the message. And the message that I sent was, I don't think that there's anything else better to do than be in your truth. And when I'm pointing to, I've noticed that there are other things that have also been said that point to the same exact thing. Knowing truth, your own truth. And my way of pointing to it is simply just my way of pointing to it, but you best believe that everybody else, other messages have been sent to point to this exact same thing. And generally, I really do believe that there is nothing else better to do than simply living your truth and understanding your truth and being in your truth, right? And we could talk about what that means. So essentially, being in your truth, knowing your truth, is something that you really do sort of within. You kind of reflect on who you really are, what you feel, And that kind of sounds like broad, but I could break it down in a way that I sort of at least experience it and understand is when something makes me feel good, and not just something that is like temporary, but something that I know is genuinely making me feel good. That's how I know it's the truth for me. For my experience, for something that I love, something that I'm passionate about. Exhibit A, these videos that I record, it's something that I genuinely it's a journey that I've embarked on over something that I genuinely feel good about, just coming out here and recording these videos is genuinely something that makes me feel good. So I know that it's a part of my truth, and it's something that's coming out from me that I know to be true. I've mentioned it in videos before, where the exact woods that I'm parked behind, I'm parked right in front of right at this moment. I've walked in there one time and I started to cry over just the idea of me releasing some sort of just releasing my presence, and just my presence being that sort of pull, that sort of like gravitational pull towards something for somebody that inspires them. Like that for me, just like completely, like I got emotional over that, because I was like, whoa, something that I could say, something that I could write, like a book or like a poem or something like that, whatever it is that I end up doing, like genuinely just feeling the impact of my words and seeing like how that can impact someone else and change the trajectory of their life. I'm saying it in such a like a profound sort of like, oh my God, I'm not fantasizing. I'm literally simply saying, like, just when I've been impacted by someone else's message, my message impacting someone else is just like, whoa, like I've literally felt this. Like this is something that I need to like do. These videos is something that I need to do. Me eventually writing a book is something that I need to eventually do. Like I was just chilling in my house like a few days ago. I think it might have been yesterday, it might have been the other day, like a few days ago. But genuinely, I was like, I need to go out there and record another video. I need to, like, it's so much fun for me to do. It feels so good. And again, I am in the audience. I put myself in the shoes of the audience when I watch these videos, because I sort of like of course all these words are flowing out of me right now, right? But when I rewatch them, I'm like, holy shit, like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like genuinely I'm watching someone that, like, it's like I'm watching someone else, but it's me. It's fucking me. Like I'm watching it and I'm listening to it and it's me, but I'm like almost like, I don't even know. It's not to say that I'm looking at the video and thinking that's not me. Obviously it's like me recording these and me uploading them, but it's almost like I'm watching someone else. It's almost like I'm watching, and not to say that I'm watching someone else as in like, oh, I'm pretending or something like that, but it's literally like I'm putting myself in the shoes of the audience, and I myself find myself enjoying what I'm doing and uploading. And that's just me living my truth, like, I don't know how else to word it, but genuinely, living in your truth is so important, because there's nothing else better to do but to be in your truth. Like, there's no other way for me to put that. Like, genuinely, when you understand who you are, and what's coming out of you and what you feel like doing, and it feels good, it feels true. Like, the words like this can never make you feel that, but it can sort of point you in that direction. Like, okay, I feel good about what I'm currently doing. For me, like I said, these videos, me coming out here and saying these things, it makes me feel good. It doesn't just make me feel like, it's not good in the sense of like a guilty pleasure, or I don't know, maybe a guilty pleasure is the wrong word to use, but it's rooted in something real, because I feel it. I don't just feel it. It's like what I feel is not just a feeling, but it's also being backed by a sense of knowing. Like, it's so strong that it's just like, I don't even have to try to understand it. It is understanding. It simply is understanding. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, well, there's plenty of other ways I could put it, but I mean, that anyone else could put it too. But just simply just that feeling of knowing, like, you don't even have to like think about it. The thinking isn't necessary, because you feel the truth. You feel it so strong that you can't confuse it with anything else. Simply can't confuse that with anything else. And maybe that's just me, maybe delusion. Maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm confusing it or something like that. But there's just, I would rather not even try to think that, because it's like, No, like simply no. Like I've had other people tell me what they want for me, and I know that you yourself have experienced that. Anybody else experiences that, like sometimes you have your parents telling you like go be a lawyer, go be a doctor, and if you feel that to be the truth, like I need to be a lawyer, I need to be a doctor, beautiful. That is your truth. That is something that you are going to become, because not only do you think it, but you feel the truth. You feel that. So, but the point is, like when I bring up like your parents, like, or my parents, like saying you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that, go pursue this, like have this as your career. It's like none of that is really like making me really feel anything. Like none of that is really like nothing emotionally, nothing physically, nothing that I can feel as truth is pulling me towards that direction. So it's like why am I gonna, at least in my case, why would I ever consider wasting my time when I know that if I go in the direction of something that I don't feel to be my truth, why would I waste my time going in that direction if I know that it's not going to take me anywhere that I'll be like fulfilled or feel like, okay, this is perfect. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, I do believe that, it's one of the unfortunate sides of living. You need to be backed by money in some sort of way. If you got a family, there's got to be some sort of way that you put food on the table, have a roof over their heads, your own head, Even if you're living on your own, you got to, if you're going to go get food, of course you could, like back in the day, like Stone Age or something like that, things were a little different. Like you could go out and hunt for animals or whatever and, handle life that way. But we live in a world of there's laws, There's laws in the U.S. There's laws in all these countries. This is like it's not built for you to really live like that. And man, it's still possible though. Don't get me wrong. It is still possible because there are people out there that do that, and kudos to them. But you best believe that it's not like they don't have $0. I'm sure that it has got to be backed by something. So I'm not saying like, oh, completely disregard all these careers and occupations. I'm not saying that because I think maybe that would fall into delusion. Unfortunately, in this world, there is a pull there's a gravitational pull or something like that. It's something that's pulling us towards, okay, well, you need to have something stable in terms of finances and whatnot, especially in the U.S. I mean, like, come on now, like you can look anywhere and, some people live lives maybe where they don't need the gravitational pull towards finances. And again, I'm not knocking that down by any means because that is probably the ideal way that I would like for everybody to live their lives. Like take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and there should be like universal healthcare like that there is in like other countries. I forget what countries they are, but it's like obviously there's a better direction that we can go in that would be beautiful and ideal, but there's things that are outside of our control that people have put themselves in the position of power to kind of limit that kind of stuff. And it's not pretty. It's not pretty. And it's a difficult thing for me to talk about because it's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But again, maybe me uploading these, again, I genuinely have no expectation for these videos at all. They can reach an audience. They cannot reach an audience. Personally, I am the audience to these videos. So when I hear and when I've heard Quentin Tarantino say that he makes his movies for him, I relate to that so deeply. Genuinely, I relate to that so deeply because I go back home after I'm done recording this video. It is currently 10:46 p.m. I'm gonna go back home and watch this video before I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, genuinely. So whatever you feel your truth is, pursue that relentlessly. And if you haven't gotten to the point of pursuing that relentlessly, that's totally fine. Like, and maybe pursuing that relentlessly, those specific words are a little maybe too out there. Like, oh, that sounds too much, too crazy. That's totally fine. Pursue it. Be okay with the way that your life is unfolding. If you go against the wave, go against the current, it's just going to make it more difficult for you to be accepting of how life is unfolding for you. If you become one with the way how life is unfolding, there really is a limitation to just exactly what is going to knock you down, and if you are knocked down, you best believe you're gonna fucking rise up. You 1000% are. I'm not just saying that to sound motivational or something. I genuinely do believe in that, you know? And the things that knock us down are, in fact, what make us stronger. That there's no other better way to put it. And maybe there is, and there definitely is. But you got to understand, like, you genuinely, whatever knocks us down was there to teach us something. And that is going to take you further than you ever fucking imagined. Okay? You got to believe in that. You got to believe in yourself. You got to love yourself. And you have to be your truth. You have to be your truth. It is not, I feel like, as always, it's the best thing to do. To be you, to love you, to be your truth. The more you understand yourself, the sort of, life is difficult, okay? But I feel like generally the more you understand yourself, the more and more that life becomes a little bit easier for you to live. Because it's like, okay, this particular situation, let me just make sure that this is still recording. Because I know I was having issues with my video recording. Yeah, we're still good. But, like, yeah, you know, if you're accepting of how life is unfolding, I promise you that's going to take you further than you can ever imagine, because it's going to give you peace and grace. Generally. Like, of course, it's totally fine to put up a fight when it's necessary. But putting up a fight against how life is unfolding, things that are completely outside of our control, it's like, chill. Trust in the process. Trust in life that this will get better. That this will unfold in a way for you that you'll be like, okay, I'm okay, you know? If you live a life full of putting up a fight against the current of life, nothing's gonna beat that current. Like, you know, like, you can put up a fight, but it's just like, who's really gonna be losing at the cost of putting up a fight against life? Like, the person who's putting up a fight against life, it's gonna cost them a shit ton of energy. Like, a shit ton of energy. It really simply just is. It might end up just ending that person, you know, and that's a difficult thing to say, but generally, love yourself and be true to yourself, you know? Understand your truth, and that may take a little bit for you to maybe understand, because I mean, it's not to say that I understand everything. I don't understand anything, you know, like, genuinely, but I do understand what my truth is, what it feels like, and that is kind of like, you can think of that as your inner compass. Your inner compass is gonna point to the direction where it's like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be heading to. This is my journey, you know? And your journey may not look like a straight shot, like, okay, just follow this path. It may look like a bunch of ups and downs and lefts and rights and just all directions. It's going to look all over the place sometimes, but, you know, that's the beauty in it. Like, simply, that is, you may not think that it's beautiful, and it's just my personal opinion, but if it was just a straight line, if it was just simple, it'd be too easy. It'd be too easy. Is there anything wrong with something being too easy? Absolutely not. Sometimes when it's too easy, it's totally okay. It's not, there's no point to make it any more difficult than it needs to be. But yeah, that's a paradox for sure. But yeah, all over the place with this video as my return to recording videos again, but it's okay. Like, you know, genuinely, I think one day I'll look back to these videos and kind of laugh, or maybe just be really happy remembering these times, generally just coming out here. It's like I'm reminiscing, but I'm here in the moment that it's happening. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I definitely will look back in these videos later down the years and kind of think, wow, this was a really nice time. It was chill, like, just coming out here recording these videos. Again, I have no expectation as to what's going to come of these videos or anything like that. Generally, I've just been enjoying doing this, and that's what I would want for everybody else. Find something that is already in you and explore that. Explore that as far as you can. Make the most out of it, and you'll truly experience love within yourself. Truth. That's it. Now go enjoy your life. And I really do mean that.